So here, I'd like to show you the price gap between CCR, RCR and OCR over the past 10 years. So in the earlier examples we looked at, the launch years of these projects were in 2018 and 2019. And interestingly, those were the years CCR premium over RCR and OCR was among the widest in the decade. So that explains why some CCR projects had muted upside. Buyers were already entering at a gap that has already been stretched. But look at 2026. The gap between CCR and RCR has narrowed significantly to 19%. And even the gap between CCR and OCR is no longer as extreme as before. So this means that the entry point into CCR today may be more attractive due to the narrow gap because the gap will eventually widen, and we have already seen it happening. So let's put things into this context. Binary residences sold at an average of 2546 PSF, whereas Villa Bay was launched at an average of 2886 PSF. Now, assuming Dunearn House launches at around 3000 PSF, compared to Villa Bay, you are paying 4% more for a home in the prestigious Bukit Timah district, and compared to Binary, it's 18%. So just think about it for a moment. For just a small premium, you are getting one of Singapore's most established residential addresses within walking distance to 6th Avenue MRT and the future Turf City MRT, and surrounded by renowned schools and benefiting from the long-term Turf City transformation. So compared with what buyers are already paying elsewhere in OCR, personally, I think if Dunearn House launches around this level, it will represent one of the more compelling entry opportunities into Bukit Timah we have seen in recent years. So don't just look at the PSF and say, whoa, 3,000 is so high. 4th Avenue entered at 2,400 and was high at that time, and therefore it didn't profit much. But look at the gap instead with RCR and OCR and what buyers are already willing to pay in this region today.